Hello Glee fans, this is Shamus Kelley, video editor for the Towerlight, here with your Opinionated Glee review of Season 3, Episode 1, The Purple Piano Project. That is a dumb name for an episode. Alright, quick recap of what happened this summer involving Glee. Oh my god, Sam left! Who cares? That Glee 3D movie happened. It didn't suck, I guess? The Glee Project happened. I didn't care, although I was just informed that the theme song was The Glee Project. That's dumb. But I'm not like bitter towards Glee or anything, you know. I just didn't really care about a lot of the summer news. It's just like, I'll just wait for the show. And, you know, when it began this season, I was, it started off with the same way it did with Season 2, with that little exposition for, if you haven't been watching the show, let us introduce every single character really quickly and tie off anything that we needed to. Like, Sam's gone now, and now Mercedes has a giant black boyfriend. He seemed cool. There's actually a really cool plotline they could do with, him being on the football team and all the football team apparently hating Glee Club, but he doesn't hate Glee Club, I guess because Mercedes is in it. Interesting plotline, Glee writers. Don't mess it up. So, what to say about this episode? It was really an episode of Glee. There were some really fun parts. There were some great songs. And then there were parts where the writers just, you honestly wonder what goes on in that writer's room. Do they forget their own plot lines? Like, Mr. Schuster's like, man, I have never ever turned anyone down from getting into Glee. Yeah, you did last season with Becky, who, by the way, is awesome. What was her line? It was, I'll cut you, bitch. Hilarious. But I think the main problem was this episode was that they were trying to do a little too much in one episode. It did feel like a longer episode, which is good, even though it was in the exact same amount of time. But it seemed like they were trying to do a little too much and have a little too much with all the characters. The stuff with Quinn where she's apparently like a smoker now and is like all alternative or whatever that is, that was okay, I guess. I'm interested to see where that goes, even though she's probably going to forget about it within a couple episodes because there's a bunch of promotional pictures online of her in like a white dress or something. So that's going to go away really quickly. So don't get too attached to her smoking and stuff. Let's see, what else was there? The stuff with Finn. Did Finn really do anything this episode? He was, in the beginning, he's like, I don't know where I'm going to go in life. Yeah, that's about it. That's all he got to do. I don't really give a crap about Finn, so whatever. Oh yeah, and true to form to Glee, Tina got like nothing to do in this episode. That's becoming almost like a running joke. Actually, I think with this Opinionated Glee review, I'm going to do like Tina Watch to figure out like, what did Tina do in this episode? Oh, she was in the background for 3 seconds. She got like 2 lines. Yay! But the main plot of this episode, and where the title of the episode comes from, The Purple Piano Project. Mr. Schuster, do you hate your children? You know everyone in this school hates them. Why would you do that? You're a horrible person, Mr. Schuster. And also, look, I like Emma. I don't mind Mr. Schuster. Being in bed together, that was kind of uncomfortable. I guess you're trying to get the whole like adult audience going in there, but really, really awkward. I mean, some people were like, oh, they've been living together for like 2 months. Why are they so in love with each other? They want to start a family. Mr. Schuster rushes into everything, so I'm okay with that. Emma doesn't know much about relationships, so that's fine. I love seeing Coach Beast again. I guess because it's football season now, she gets to have a plot line again, because at the end of the second season, she was just nowhere to be found at all. And what else? The whole Santana being like, I'm going to go with the Cheerios. Like, why? Why? I guess they were trying to play off the fact that she was pissed they lost and now she wants to be on a winning team. But earlier in the episode, she just went, oh, no, it's okay. Or no, it was earlier in the episode, she was talking to Quinn and she's like, yeah, we're going to be on 2 winning teams. Yeah. You contradict yourselves in your own episodes, Glee writers. Fix this. And then I actually thought Rachel was okay in this episode, which is really surprising for me because if you've watched this I guess it's a web series, web review show, whatever, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Rachel at all. But she was okay in this episode. She showed some genuine human emotion. Writers, keep doing this. We like seeing people with actual human emotions. Make them consistent and you'll be great. But as always, the best part of this episode was the stuff with Kurt and Blaine. Now at first I was a little like, really? Is he really going to transfer just for Kurt? That's a little... I mean, I know he's a main character now, so they have to get him out of Dalton and out of the Warblers, which, I mean, it was going to happen anyway. I'm glad they just sort of got it out of the way now. But then they had that scene where Kurt was all like, no, I really hope you didn't transfer because of me, because that will make you hate me later, blah, 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 blah. Like, that was real, once again, genuine human emotion. Good job, Glee writers. But I think, and it felt real, and yes, it was a little rushed, but you know what, I was okay with that. And if they continue with the plot line, that maybe in a couple episodes, Blaine is like, wow, I'm not the superstar anymore. This is kind of weird. Maybe I should go back. Then there can be some dramatic tension with Kurt and Blaine. Like, I don't want them to be like the perfect couple or anything. I want them to maybe have like a fight or something. I want them to stay together because I'm a selfish fanboy, but just let them have a little tension. Don't make Kurt perfect. Some people complained last season Kurt was too perfect. I don't agree with that, but give those people something to say, okay, look, Kurt isn't like a Mary Sue, as some people say. And also, to be fair, during every single Kurt and Blaine scene, I think my eyes just lit up and I was like almost giggling like a little fangirl. I was just like, oh, Kurt, Blaine, forever, huh? I should go on my live journal and post about this. Or my Tumblr, and like Photoshop hearts around their eyes or something. I don't know. And write some cheesy quote from the episode and then like put like a fade effect on the side or something like that. And the songs of this episode, the Kurt and Rachel song where they're singing I think it's a song about Wizard of Oz or whatever, that was completely forgettable, didn't care. The song with Blaine out in the courtyard singing with all the Cheerios, which seems kind of odd because apparently the Cheerios are supposed to hate Glee Club, but it's Glee, it's in a parallel universe where things can happen like that, no problem. That was a great song, really, really cute. Before I get to the last song of the episode, which I do have some things to say about, the whole Asperger's thing, I get what they were trying to do because, like, he needed a reason to, like, turn this girl down, and they wanted to make it over the top so you didn't, like, feel bad for the girl. I don't know anyone personally who has Asperger's, but I feel like that was a little insensitive to Asperger's people, which is so weird because they portray someone with Down syndrome in, I guess, a more realistic way and not in, like, a terrible, like, Becky is kind of, like, I wouldn't say she's a terrible person. She sort of just follows what Sue tells her to do, but she gets to be a character. This girl is a one-note joke that doesn't seem, right to do. It seems Glee is all about tolerance and accepting people, so that plot line seemed a little off, I guess. I don't think that character's coming back, but Glee writers, come on, let's not do that. Listen to your own morals. You don't even listen to the things you preach in the show. Come on. But yeah, the You Can't Stop the Beat at the end, I liked it. It was cute. Everybody got to do something. Tina got to sing part of it, and they actually put the camera with her in the center. Wow. So, and I think it was a good way to set the tone of the season, that song, and just to see where they go. And so, am I excited for this season? Yes, I'm going to keep watching. I feel like, though, this season will have problems, what with the whole winners from the Glee project having to be incorporated. I know one of them was incorporated this episode. I was fine with that. One episode, they were probably going to do that plotline anyway, and they just shoehorned that girl into it, or they wrote it knowing that one of the winners would get it. So I don't have a problem with that. It's just when you start introducing all these characters. Like, I know they jettisoned a few characters, but they've already added, Mercedes' boyfriend. I hope he gets to do something. Zeist is gone for now, but apparently she's coming back. I need to check that later, but I think she is coming back. So all in all, this was a pretty standard episode of Glee. They did set up some nice things, and I'm excited to see how they pay off in the next couple episodes. So yeah, so if I had to grade this episode, I would give it a pretty solid, it gets a B, a pretty solid B. Like, is it the greatest episode of Glee? No, but it had some good moments. It set up some interesting things. It did a lot of dumb things, but when doesn't Glee do dumb things? So, and yeah, Tina got like nothing to do in this episode. Yeah, Tina watch. That's what I'll call this. See if she does anything in this episode. She did nothing. Big surprise. And what else to say about this? There's really nothing else to say about this episode. I will be coming to you with these reviews for the whole season of Glee. And please leave a comment down in the comment section. It's down here now. I learned that. And I will hopefully be able to respond to you guys. And we can, just talk about the show. I'm really excited to see what everybody thinks. So until then, see ya.